Hey guys, this video that I'm going to show you is about the ways that my YouTube channel is subtly messed with. And by what I mean by that is that when I put a video out, the information from that video that I use is altered, and it's altered in such a way that it's by the numbers, and it's well beyond coincidence that it's connected to what I'm showing in my videos and how it is altered. The first one I want to show you, and you'll understand this as I go along what I'm trying to show here. The first one is this video, Trinity and War of the Worlds. I showed the Revelation 8:11 connection to the Trinity test and War of the Worlds. I put this video out on July 29th, 2018, and I showed that the War of the Worlds had a release date of August 26, 1953. And if we go to the current page, Wikipedia page for the War of the Worlds film, August 26th, 1953, the nationwide release date, is no longer on the page. And I didn't catch this right away. But I went back here and made some screenshots. I made this video about Trinity and the War of the Worlds on July 29th, and the very next day, on July 30th, the release date was deleted. The 8/26 release date was deleted. And you can see here the day it was edited, there's a +1 SevenOne in the details for the edit, and of course my channel name is SevenOne. What makes this most interesting is that the next time after that, the day it was edited was on August 11th. And that's what my whole channel is about, the Revelation 8:11. So this is well beyond coincidence that the very next day it was changed, and then the next change is 8:11. Another example here is the video I did about Lincoln City, Wormwood, and the Revelation eclipses. I showed that Jupiter had 69 moons, and it correlated with the 69th moon on December 11th, 2019, and that was the 69th moon in my Revelation countdown. I showed you how that worked with the 955 weeks after 9/11. Anyways, shortly, a couple months after I did this video, they found 10 more moons. So Jupiter went from 69 to 79 moons. And I did this video on May 10th. Look at the Jupiter Wikipedia page. It now has 79 moons. So again, I took some screenshots here. And it took me a while to catch this too. Well, actually, I knew right away when they went to 79 moons. I had seen it was kind of released on the mainstream websites, media websites. Anyways, so currently Jupiter has 79 moons, but it was on July 17th that Jupiter went from 69 to 79 moons. And if we look at the date coding here for that, my video was on May 10th, 2018, and on July 17th, 2018, the 69th day after my video, we went from 69 to 79 moons on Jupiter. I find that highly interesting. Okay, now on to this video. This video I did November 11th, 2018, the JFK Donald Trump Great Conjunction video. And in this video I talked about Sirius and the coding for the San Jacinto Monument, how this star on top represents Sirius, the dog star. And 2 days ago on January 2nd, I got this comment on this video from You Are Salty Dog. And right away that perked up my curiosity because, of course, Sirius is the dog star. Right? Sirius is the dog star. And this is the comment he left. People can make many mental mathematical connections to any event leading back to any event, and this 414 from anywhere to someplace and so on is what we call in psychology looking for patterns purposely and ignoring others. Technically, Trump ordered the drop on 4/13/2017, 7:32 p.m. local time in Afghanistan. So basically he's kind of minimizing what I'm doing here and my 414s that I've found, and he's calling me out on a mistake I made with the Trump ordering the use of the MOAB on Afghanistan. And this is the, right here, this is the original video that I showed, the 414, and where Trump orders the deployment of the MOAB bomb. And I also used this in that video, the JFK video, 414. And one thing you have to understand about this is that this is the correct date, and there's a whole ritual behind it. And I guess I'll just have to show it to you guys so you understand it. Because if we look at the Wikipedia page for the MOAB, it does say it was first dropped on April 13th, 2017. But of course, there is a ritual related to Revelation 8:11 about this MOAB bomb. Okay, real quick here, I'll try to do this as quick as I can, but the sun, I have to have a little background here on this ritual here. Okay, the sun keeps our time, and I've shown before the sun's volume is given as 1.41 times 10 to the 18th kilometers cubed, and that's a perfect numerological mirror to Revelation 8:11, the 141st verse. It's just mirrored here, wormwood and the volume of the sun. Okay, the sun gives our time, and time is referenced 8 times in Revelation, which is a tribute to the analemma, which forms the infinity symbol. If you track it throughout the year, 8 times we have time, and the infinity symbol, of course, looks like an 8. So everything here is about the wormwood, the Revelation 8:11 wormwood verse. This is the central verse in Revelation, the most important one that's coded into everything. And I've shown that on my channel over and over. Anyways, continuing on here to show you how this comment is super coded, but you have to have a little background first. Okay, Kiribati in the Pacific Ocean. The Kiribati Islands have a land area of 811 kilometers squared, right? A reference to wormwood, Revelation 8:11, and their calling code is 686. Okay, I've shown the 686 before and how that's a number from Revelation. You can read this here if you want again. Kiribati Islands, 811 square kilometers, 686 calling code, and they're in the time zone 13 hours ahead of universal time. So this is the first time zone. Actually, plus 14 is the first time zone, and this might be plus 14 or plus 13. I can't remember right this second if it's 13 or 14, but it's one of the first places that the new day starts. And I'll call that, the time zone or a sun zone. And of course, their flag features the winged bird and the sun. And another interesting thing about this Kiribati, I've shown this date before, 1231. Kiribati, part of the Phoenix Islands, totally skipped the day of December 31st, 1994, because they changed to this plus 13 universal time zone. And down here, there's most likely why they did it in 1994. The founding year of the United States was 1776 plus 218. That's 1994. Okay, so let's look at the MOAB now. Now that we have those numbers out of the way, remember that Kiribati Island is the first place that is the new day. Okay, the first MOAB test was March 11th, 2003, and the second test was the 8th month and 11th day on November 21st, 2003, for Revelation 8:11, of course. Okay, and then we go from the first test on March 11th to the first use in warfare. It was 4/13/2017, but the time between those dates is 5,147 days, the 686th prime. Right, so we have our 686, our 811 on the 13th, but in Kiribati it's the 14th. So technically this drop was a coded wormwood ritual for 4/14. So let's see here, where's it at? This comment left by this guy is correct, but it's wrong because it's a wormwood ritual for 4/14. And to show you what really makes this a coded message is that this You Are Salty Dog guy joined YouTube on August 9th, 2007. So I took the date, August 9th, 2007, to the day he left the comment, and it was exactly 595 weeks on the day. And of course, the video I did was all about the 595 and the Dog Star Sirius and the San Jacinto Monument. So you can see in a subtle way, in a coded way, little hints or messages are being put in front of me, I guess to be decoded, but that's the only way I can. I don't know what to think of that. I mean, that's crazy to me that they would do that, go through the effort to do that. But anyways, if you want to read my response to him, go ahead and read that. And if you see that I make a mistake on my videos, go ahead and point it out. But if you're going to leave a comment attacking the content or saying that I need help or psychology or any other stupid ass comment, you're going to get a nasty comment back, because I do not appreciate that, because I put a lot of work into this, and I don't like it being minimized. So if you want to read that, you can kind of see I left him kind of a salty message right back at him. But here is another here's some more stuff I want to show you guys for my next video. I'm going to go over this combined disaster card, the Illuminati. Ooh, the Illuminati. The Illuminati combined disaster card. This thing is super coded for wormwood. The combined disasters, the earthquake and the fire, and the time. Of course, it's all related to time. I'm going to go over that, and I also want to go over this. Find it again. Okay, this thing is slow. Yeah, this thing is slow. Well, anyways, I was going to show this Revelation 8:11, of course, is the 141st verse, 8:11, 141st prime, but this verse of Revelation has a total gematria, ordinal gematria value of 1377. And if we look at the reduction value, it's 567. And then again, that's the height of the San Jacinto Monument. And what I wanted to show you guys real quick, if I can here, this video is probably getting way too long, but the Mayan long count calendar, the calendar resets every 13 Baktuns, which is 13 cycles of 144,000 days. And if we were to retroactively apply the Gregorian calendar to the beginning of the Mayan calendar, long count calendar, it would be August 11th, 3114 BC. Of course, very interesting that it's 811. And what I want to show you here is if we look at the date on the long count calendar of 13 Baktun, let's see here, 13 Baktun, 7 Tun, and 7 Kin. If we look at this date on the Mayan long count calendar, it's 11/22/2019, which is the 56th anniversary of the JFK assassination. And you can look here, I think I have it in here already, but the long count calendar reset to 13 on December 21st, 2012. That was when it reset back to its starting point. And if we look at that date, I'll put it in here, 12/21/2012 to 11/22/2019. The time between these dates is exactly 361 weeks. What makes that interesting is 361 has a square root of 19, so 19 times 19 is 361. And I'm going to be looking at this date again a lot more in my next few videos. I have a lot of stuff about this date, this 12/27/2019. Go back and look at this date in my last couple of videos I did, but super significant date, 2019, super significant coded year. And I'm going to go a little bit more in depth on this Mayan calendar and these other calendars here too, Islamic and Hebrew calendar. But trying to figure out this wormwood event is really a game of calendars, and this Mayan long count is a real big clue to when there's a wormwood event, especially since the beginning of the long count started on August 11th. Everything my channel is about 8/11. Okay, I'm sure this video is really long, but thanks for watching.